I got 12. And I got some fillers I can throw in there, but I'm trying to think. I don't want to fucking throw in fillers.
I got 16.
Damn, do you? Killers?
I've been making a list on my phone.
All killers too?
No, you can't.
No. Well, I got some pretty good.
I got.
That's a pretty good killer list right here, honestly. There's 12.
There's nobody on my list that I couldn't see making it down to final rounds.
Yeah.
Especially if the cards fall right.
100%.
So, that's the thing you got to look at. It's like, I try to think of like, who do you see sticking around after the first few rounds?
Yeah, you got to
might not always win or might not win at all.
You got to have somebody that can go A to B, rounds. Actually, it's pretty decent view right here.
Can you move this shit off the table?
Is there anything you need to have in the car?
No. Other than that awesome TCI shifter, if someone would like to sponsor me an M&M or I guess a Motion.
I'll trade you for my Hurston patches.
No, I'm good.
And it's got a reverse lockout.
Yeah. I can't believe that thing's still in there. Honestly.
That's a beast. A couple years ago, I had problems where I threw the car in reverse going down track.
A few times. Shout out Houston Payton.
Wait, did I? No, I didn't throw it. I threw it back in first.
Yeah, that was back in first.
Yeah, so now I can't pull it. I got to pull the liver. I don't even ask.
The liver. The lever. The liver. Don't pull the liver.
Yeah, don't pull your liver. Yeah, Houston definitely got me a few years ago.
All right, how we doing this? Let's trade lists, and then we'll read each other's.
You're probably. I bet I smoked you on one you just didn't think about.
Probably.
Okay.
All right.
You gotta put me twice, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, you can't because you can't
goals.
run yourself.
I ain't going to. I'm going to the finals. Me, you. I'll see you in the semis, dog. What's up?
Strategically, it would come down to having to run yourself or you draw yourself.
Fast car goes on.
So
I was like, I'm gonna put myself.
That was
twice.
a thought. Yeah, I definitely wanted to, but
you
I was
considered me and backed me out. Which one of me did you pick? You hurt my feeling.
I'm picking.
If
I
throw patches back to normal,
Man,
right off the bat.
If you would,
I got the converter in yesterday.
If you would let patches eat, I would pick patches.
Well, I got the converter, and that's time to get to testing.
This 30 couple pounds of boost ain't cutting it.
I'm on 38 to. If I'm running somebody, I actually worry about back after
right
me.
click,
I'm on 38
offset,
40.
add 10.
I can't run that turbo. No,
you can.
That turbo ain't gonna make it.
It'll make it,
but it ain't gonna make no power. In my
didn't run out of power until 36, 38 pounds on a bigger motor.
I think 40 to 40. I think I was at 42.
That's where it needs to live. It needs to be
SGMV.
42 by 2 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
Let me look over your damn list. Oh,
we got a lot of the same. Damn, there is one I didn't really think about, but all right. You want to start?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
On your list?
Yeah. You read through mine and tell me your opinion.
He's got Charles, Jarrett, Casey Max, definitely. Those are definitely top three right there. Andrew Lavender, 100%. Austin Shepard, I've got him on mine as well. What Austin Shepard is the RX-7.
Yeah,
That's
RX-7.
What I'm considering.
Yeah,
the one with the turbos.
Yeah,
and the,
yeah, and I didn't remember the guy's name with the Corvette, the rusty one.
Yeah, and he did good at Dig or Die. He's been doing better.
I just feel like I
want to see him go some.
I'm not saying he's fast.
He did.
He might just be lucky. He did 60 foot you. If the car wouldn't have been pulling right, I think he would have gave you a lot better run.
Oh, he would have. If he didn't spin and get out of his way to beat me, but I wasn't.
I've just seen him sticking around.
Yeah.
After the first few rounds lately.
Oh yeah. He killed. We were at Kentucky and he'd bought some old tires from me and he said he had like 40 passes on his tires. I'm like, oh my, what are you doing? He's making it down with 40 pass tires.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Jake on here.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
Hold on, pause this.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Where were we?
So you had Jake.
Corvette.
Yeah, Corvette.
We finished talking about that.
Yeah, it was on Jake. Man, honestly, if Jake wouldn't have changed his Mustang up recently,
I think he's done better since he changed it.
You do?
Yeah.
I wanted to see more out of him at 710. Not this past time, obviously he wasn't racing, but in October.
Yeah.
He was struggling with both cars.
Yeah.
Like Jaden's car is actually, like I know he just got in a wreck or whatever, but Jaden's car's actually been working extremely good lately. There's little data as they got on
It's
it.
been doing good. And I thought about putting him on the list, but obviously he just crashed. And I think they can fix it, but I don't know what their plans are.
Yeah, I hate the car just looks rough on that one side, but
you got a door, you got a little bit of sheet metal right there in front of the rear tire that got it.
Yeah.
But I don't think chassis wise it's nothing too.
No. But yeah.
But I think Jake, and I kind of also know what Jake's ran at some of these races, so
Yeah.
I think he's ran some decent numbers.
Oh, a lot of times he's there with us in the semis, you know.
Yeah, and that's what I look at is who's there in the later rounds. It might not be who's won a bunch of races, but I feel like when you're talking about a team of cars, it's like a football team or whatever. You don't have a bunch of star players, but you've got guys that can make plays.
Yeah.
So
and we always run into him in the later rounds.
Yeah, he's always there in the later rounds.
Yeah.
So
which car are you putting on him? Mustang probably.
Yeah, the
for
Mustang.
This type of surface.
Yeah,
okay.
I think the Mustang for sure.
I agree with you. Damn, you put damn Chicken Hawk on here too. I love Robert.
So in my notes in my phone,
I love Robert. Robert don't hate us.
it said Chicken Hawk. If he promises no nitrous backfire. I don't know if you can see this. But as I was throughout the day when me and him talked about doing this video, I was just kind of throwing notes in my phone. Yeah. And he would have to double pinky promise that he's got the nitrous stuff figured out.
So when Joey asked me for a list, I literally put on to Joey if he'd want backfire.
Yeah.
Like he's had a good past few years, but the last single year has been extremely rough on Chicken Hawk.
Yeah, he's fought some battles. But the other thing that went into that is generally it's in really good air and really cold weather.
That is true.
So end of March, middle of March, whatever in Florida, I think he's going to be right at home weather-wise. Yeah. And I think...
Yeah, he's a good pick for the list, honestly. I just wish I'd seen him killing it the last, 6 months,
Yeah.
And he does. I think he might have won some races down there in their area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Florida-wise.
Yeah, he's done good. I think when he comes at these bigger races, it's been really good air and...
Yeah, he just had bad luck.
He just had bad luck.
Even not even bad. He said he was chasing some, I don't know if it's ignition issues or whatever he's been chasing, but yeah, he's definitely a contender. He's been doing this stuff forever. Larry, I don't know how to say his name, Hulk. But
am I in this camera?
Dude, it's super wide.
Okay.
I'll double check for you, but it is super wide.
Before we record all this.
No, you ain't lying. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm seeing you. I got damn Craig's car.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Larry's he's definitely gonna be one we're gonna have to watch out for this year.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. You've ran him a few times. I've ran him once. The only thing he's super consistent, except every day was rough on everybody. But the only time I've seen him spin is when he gets beside us a lot so far.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just he's still super new to this.
Yeah.
But the car is really.
I think that surface being a little better than what we've ran him on will kind of go in to account for. It'll help him out.
Yeah. If he throws some tune-ups he's used
Yeah.
on some of these junk surfaces, it should move along there.
Now, granted, it might be a learning curve for him to know how fast you can go on something like that.
Yeah.
But then again, somebody that comes out and can go A to B and run a decent number and get data.
Oh yeah.
It should do good.
Yeah, that car's it's gonna be something to mess with. You got Tommy on here. I know. Back in a couple years ago, definitely would put Tommy on there. I ain't seen the car. I mean, we've ran him at West Virginia, but other than that, that's about the. They've ran up there in some of their stuff, but he's definitely be tough for me to put him on the list right now. Be tough.
I just had to pick spots.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tommy. I've seen the car do good, and again,
in the past,
he's been there in the later rounds before.
And he's.
Do I think?
Yeah, I kind of stopped after I couldn't think of any. Like, those are like 12 bad motherfuckers. I would rather not have to race.
I'm thinking, so when I ran out of just the fast guys that I wouldn't want to race, I look for people that usually will just go A to B at least.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what this all-wheel drive list is going to be, but some of them guys, it's going to be a shit show.
Oh yeah, there's only so many badasses of those too. For
so
sure.
if the people on our list can take out some of those, hopefully, then we don't have to worry about them.
Yeah, no doubt. You got Billy on it. Billy's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, the S10 has ran pretty good. I mean, I think that the pass that stood out to me is when I ran him at Uncaged.
Yep.
I mean, I think he ran a really solid number.
No, he did.
So.
And then we've had to run. I think you ran him in West Virginia also.
Yeah. And strategically, having them two together on the list should help both of them.
Yeah, no doubt.
So it's like me and you going to a race. You know, we're sharing data. We know what each other are doing, so it helps us.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit of like a strategic thing.
Yeah,
too.
one of them will help the other one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter what. Yeah, that thing's been doing pretty good. Especially I saw when Billy beat the I think it was the RX-7 up there in their area, and that was before we'd ended up running him a few times this year. And I was like, damn, that Stem's actually like I hadn't seen it really moving out in a while, but no, it came alive that race especially.
I feel like he's worked through some of the he was having problems for a while too. And it seems like it's actually going to a race.
EFI, brother.
Yeah. They got rid of the carburetor.
You got Beater Bomb on here.
Yeah. That was just that was just because you picked us, Joey. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think so we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Joey's a smart guy.
Yep.
If he applies himself to figuring it out, I think he'll be a contender.
100%, yeah.
So that was what I was going on.
He's got potential.
And kind of like you rubbed our back, we'll rub yours kind of thing. You know? So.
I did when he was messaging me the other day. I said, I better see some testing videos out pretty soon.
Yeah, get on that. Put that damn beater bar back on the attic.
And he's thought about putting an LS in the car.
Bar, I mean. Yeah, he should definitely put an LS in it.
It's just a lot easier to manage, and we'll see what happens. Who you got? Wes Snow, honestly, I 100% agree on that. He's been doing, with the little amount he has raced, I don't think he's raced a ton, except he has been out this past year, and he's beat me in patches. He's done pretty good this year. I give it to him.
Yeah.
That car's going to be something to mess
with. I
with.
think it's coming around, and I think he's competitive enough and has the resources that he's going to test for this race and really try.
Yeah.
You know, some people, it's just like you don't even know how serious they take stuff, and that's one thing I will say about him is I feel like he takes it serious, and since he's came back out with the car, I think he's done good for no more time.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
The wing is still... Sorry.
Don't worry, I got one too.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
It's still gay though. It's like less gay.
Yeah.
It's like
it looks worse is the bad part.
Yeah.
Looks wise, functionability it's a little better maybe, but looks wise, definitely worse going through the damn back glass.
Yeah.
Waylon Pierce, before he started coming to Dig or Die, or even before Joey mentioned him, I really didn't know who he was much. You know, he's kind of out of our area, like a lot of those guys are on Joey's list.
Well, a lot of those guys from out that way, I think, are used to running on concrete, and that makes it hard to pick them for a kind of race like this.
Yeah.
When he came out here, came to West Virginia.
Where is he at in West Virginia? Was he at the Southside race?
No, not South.
Oh, Kentucky.
Kentucky. Yeah.
Airport.
Yeah, the airport race. Kent Rose race.
Yeah.
I think he ran some decent laps out there.
Yeah. It took him a few rounds to get down, but he ended up getting down.
Yeah.
So.
And I didn't really see what he did at Dig or Die, but I'm just kind of throwing Dig or Die out the window.
He beat who did he beat first round? Was it it was Chase Ledig maybe, or one of the Shepherds?
Yeah.
And I was 100% would have bet with the other lane, and he came around him, So.
Yeah, this past Dig or Die, I just kind of, because I even thought about the Joe Legato dude, but I know the numbers he was running there, and sorry, buddy, ain't gonna cut it next time.
Yeah, I mean we've had
don't think shit's too sweet down here.
I mean, there's been previous Dig or Die winners that there's. Just because you win one big race, you got to win a few, you know what I mean? And it'd be one thing if Joe came off the trailer and been making passes all day.
Yeah, he sucked.
Yeah.
He just happened to suck less than me when he got to me. So.
Yeah. He'd even make a good pass when he ran you yet. It was the next pass is when he took out either Jeffrey or something.
Yeah, I think
like
he picked up. And talking to Mork, Mork was tuning the car. That's what he said. He was like, the round after me, they figured something out
Finally
and picked up a
acted
lot.
right. Yeah.
But,
yeah, I saw him getting mentioned, and I'm like, man, he's good. Like, if you got to fill in, maybe, but like, I definitely wouldn't throw him on my list. Not yet.
Yeah.
And he might start whooping up on people this year. Like anybody on these lists, they might start whooping up on people. So
yeah.
if you don't like what we're saying, all you got to do is just put in some damn work, and you might be a badass.
Yeah.
So, part of it. Johnny Christensen, same boat. He does go A to B pretty good. He's usually fairly quick, in my opinion. I do like Johnny as a person a lot too. He's cool. I just want to see him win some big races. I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Well, he
about it.
can't win big races because the ones he comes to, we're at.
Yeah, he
wins.
about whooped me in big tire.
Yeah.
He did about whoop
He's
me in
ran
big tire.
good,
Oh, no,
solid
he can
numbers,
run
I
good
think.
numbers.
And he's done good up around where he's from.
Yeah,
You know.
he's definitely a solid contender for our area type of racing for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I
Same.
think he's good enough to smack around some all-wheel drive.
Yeah, no, I'd throw him on there. You know, if I need about 4 more spots, he's definitely somebody to get on.
Yeah,
there.
only one of us had completed our homework assignment.
I'll-
If I just would have known we could have picked whatever we wanted to, I would have left some of y'all off. I thought we was picking 16. I didn't know he was showing up with half a damn team.
He did his homework. I feel like Johnny's in the same boat with Jeffrey right now. Jeffrey, he did surprise me. He's been doing good, and we talked a little junk at Uncaged, you know, just friendly, and he ended up wanting to grudge race first round in Kentucky. And I was surprised. I really thought Jeffrey. I was like, damn, maybe he's a gangster now.
Yeah.
And he was a couple tenths off pace in Kentucky right off the bat. But granted, Jeffrey's in the same boat. He's been going A to B. He's been doing pretty good at these types of, you know, rougher style races. He'd definitely be somebody to throw on there.
Yeah. He thought he was a gangster until a gangster showed up. So
Yeah.
a lot of that going on. But
He said, man, you were just so far out there at the 60 foot. I said, that's what you got to do, brother. What else are we doing here?
the 60 foot is part of the race.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a getting down to. I was trying to make 16, and you know,
Yeah, he's last on the list. We like you, Jeffrey.
Yeah, you were definitely last.
He's got. That's just case.
No offense.
Yeah,
maybe
100%.
Maybe some offense. Do better. Just do better. No, I've just seen he's went some rounds.
Yeah,
you know, and he
rounds.
usually will make the trip.
He
A to
was
B.
when I had to race him when I wrecked in Kentucky. You know,
Yeah.
and he was probably going to put up a better fight then. Honestly, I mean, I think I was running some good numbers by the time I wrecked. I picked up a good bit that round, especially. But you know, he beat me that round. I couldn't make the call, so
Yep.
part of it.
Never know.
I got it, but who else I got? I got a few on there you ain't mentioned.
All right, let's go through Charles's list. Patches, OG Patches.
Yep.
Definitely a good pick. That's if I had to pick one of the cars for sure to go, it would be Patches. Even though we just made some changes.
Yeah, we'll put in the work to.
It'll be ready by then. Yeah. And Patches is just a hammer. Like it does what it's supposed to do every time.
Yeah.
I mean, even when we slip, it still usually makes a decent pass.
Yeah, it can slick and come back around you.
Yeah. Houdini. I don't know. That wing just. No, Houdini I think will do really good on that surface. So I didn't put both cars on the list just for the fact of
hurt my feelings.
Having to come down to running each other and figuring all that out. So it was a thought, but I just decided for the fact of just picking 16, 17 people.
I did tell Joey, I said, if you need an extra spot, I was like, I'll just bring a stacker down and bring both cars. He said, if you break, I can bring the other car, and I'll let you drive it. But I'd rather you not break. Because we need wheelie dynamite in this motherfucker.
Yeah. What Charles is trying to say is he thinks both of his cars are faster than Willie. Y'all don't know Charles also smokes crack.
No, I'll give it, like, just to talk about Willie for, obviously you're on here, man. Your car, like, the past year, you've been killing. Ever since you figured out the converter, like, a year, like, last year, killing it. The year before that, struggled for like half the year, and then it's just been a hammer ever since.
Still won a lot of races last year, though.
No, I mean last year you were a killer.
Yeah, and the year before was when
you were going through a lot of changes.
Back up to the year before that, I got tired of getting out mile per hour.
Yeah, that was like when you had the 5.7 in it.
Yeah, it was like it was a 5.7 and then a 5.3, and it was still on E85 and had an eBay water-to-air intercooler. It just was not a serious car at all, and it did well because I could make it front half.
Yeah.
But when it came down to running some of these killers that were around at the time, like Kendall, Sean Fensler,
Bobby Parks, him, they were whooping up on us back then.
I just couldn't do anything in the back half. I was just getting drove around every time, and so I made some changes, picked up some horsepower. Then that turned into fighting converters, and it took me a while to iron that out and get it how I wanted it. So since then, building data and.
Yeah, he's got a car. He's basically like Patches with more horsepower. He's got plenty of data.
Yeah.
It's going to go down, and he's got more mile an hour. Willie's not a car I want to run.
And I will put 50 pounds on it.
I will.
If it takes it. The surface will take it. I don't care about the motor. We can build a new motor. My boy Cody at Race Tech, we'll have one done in 3 days.
He's watching this. He's getting a backup ready right now, boy.
I make him stay late when he's working on my motor. He wants to leave at like 3 o'clock and shit.
Yeah, I call him all the time after work, and he's already at home on the couch.
Yeah.
What kind of Race Tech is this?
Can't build motors like that. What we doing? So yeah, me, Willie D, Andrew Lavender. Yeah. We didn't talk about Andrew, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. We skipped Andrew.
Did we skip him on accident? Okay. We might have said he's a good. I would have definitely picked him.
Yeah. Anyway, he's on your list. Yeah. Solid. Always runs a good number.
Yeah, he's usually there in the later rounds.
Yeah, he's there in the later rounds.
And he travels too. Like
he's been on a lot of surfaces.
Yeah.
So
that's a big thing when picking this list, I feel like.
Yeah.
Got to travel. He wins races. He goes
wins
rounds.
races. He can usually. I feel like there's a lot of times he's right there where we are.
Oh, 100%.
And I think he's had some struggles, and I know at like Uncaged he said he couldn't run a lot of boost because some kind of coyote problem. I mean, whatever. Yeah. But hopefully he put like a LS crank sensor or something on there, and now he can give that thing some boost. He's solid. Yeah. Wings gay. Sorry, but whatever.
He's gonna end up with one, I promise. He's got this fucking big ass air dam over here talking shit.
2025.
He's got a fucking 4-foot air dam over here talking shit about wings.
Well, it's not a wing. It's a wicker.
It's a spoiler.
But it's 2025 and we gotta accept people. So you guys with the big wings
and no front ends.
Put the front end on. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Brian White, I didn't really think about him.
Yeah. I feel like this type of surface.
Mainly because you can still kiss my ass over the whole Ohio thing. So if you watch this, just know, no real hard feelings, but you can still kiss my ass. But definitely a contender. If I would have thought about him, and I should have, because the video I sent to Joey for his video was me running him. And I thought, it reminded me how good of a pass he made then.
Yeah, he's been in a few races where we know he can run a number for sure.
Yeah, we know he can run a number, but I guess I just don't see him enough for him he didn't pop in my head. But definitely, if I could go back, I would probably make a audible and change out somebody on there. Yeah, I would take I would take Brian over Beater Bomb. Sorry, Joey.
Oh god.
Anyway, Billy.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about him. Truck's doing good. Don't bring that damn Nova.
No, don't bring the Nova.
Don't bring the Nova.
And don't bring the other. Is it the other Nova he's got?
Camaro,
my bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah, don't bring it.
Yeah.
Shepherd's RX-7.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, talked about him. Justin Lee.
There's been so much drama over him lately.
Bobby Ducati watches this.
He don't know us. He's not going to watch this.
Yeah, he ain't never heard of us anyway. But the only time he's really actually impressed me is when he ran you first round at Big or Die.
Yeah, he made a good lick.
It was a good solid lick because I think you made a great off the trailer hit, and he was there.
For never being there before.
Yeah, for never being there before.
Yeah.
But that can happen. People guess and get lucky. Not saying that was the case, and I'm not knocking Justin at all. I have no problem with Justin.
Yeah.
All those guys down there have always been cool with us. No problem at all. But I've just never really seen him.
I'm trying to think.
A lot of different surfaces.
I know he's. I've seen the 50 Cent. Like the 50 Cent car won the North. Was it the Civil War race back in the day?
Yeah.
At I can't remember what that track was. Muncie.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't know, Indiana.
Yeah.
But the 50 Cent car ran good there, so I know they've been fast on that type of stuff. And then I ran them in Houdini at the backside of Cumberland. And in 50 Cent also. So I know they can manage some pretty good backside passes.
Yeah.
For sure. So I threw them on there.
Yeah. Wes Snow. Already talked about him.
Yep. That was Hawk.
Yeah, Larry Hawk,
I can't remember
the bracket car.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's capable of. I think the surface will be pretty decent, so I think that should help him in his favor. Casey Max bringing up almost end of the list.
It took me a while. I was like, man, I know there's some gangsters here.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be up a little higher. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I mean Ryan does good. Ryan's smart.
Yeah,
and can figure shit out fast.
Yeah,
I think.
They've been doing this longer than we have, for sure.
Yeah, and now, granted, I don't think it's the type of stuff that he really shines at.
Yeah, at least this is a smoother surface than what we normally see.
But I think it's a good enough surface where if he can get one lick, he's going to be fast.
Yeah,
I can't say I feel like he'll come off the trailer super fast. But then again, he did surprise me at that Cumberland backside race.
He was surprised too,
Yeah. And
he made a good lick.
Yeah, and he made a really good lick at the Kent Rose race too.
Yeah.
The round before he pulled me.
Yeah.
And then he got scared when he knew he got me.
He kept turning it up.
He probably honestly should have looked at that pass and thought, ain't no way anybody else is running that. I'm going to pull some out of it to be safe. And it would have probably been a race.
Watching the pass, it was all over the place. I mean, I can't believe it did what it did.
It was borderline. It was like one of those Hail Marys, I think.
Yeah.
But it definitely, I seen the draggy. It definitely did it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Casey Max, I think he's a contender any race, any surface, really. Jacob Mitchell, I honestly never even crossed my mind.
Yeah.
I never know if he's selling his car. I never know if it's blown up. I never really know.
I feel like he does that he may really want to sell it. I feel like he does it for the attention on Facebook.
Yeah, maybe so.
I like the 4i. I like the 4i.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, he ran a number against me at 7:10, I think.
Yeah. 7:10, he's done good.
He forgot to turn on his boost control solenoids and looked up and turned them on right as the light was coming on. So I got a pretty good leave on him.
Yeah.
I think if we would have left together, it would have probably been a race.
Yeah. And I mean, whatever. I don't know his new setup, but I mean, this past 6 months or so, maybe he's been doing pretty good. Honestly, I know he's won a race up north a little bit.
Yeah.
And then even at Dig or Die, he was running good until I don't know who took him out to do. He might have spun kind of like everybody else did at Dig or Die.
Yeah,
but
maybe
he's
so.
running good.
But and I just wouldn't have even probably put him on my list just because I don't think he's put enough laps in lately. And somebody that I just thought about handicapped.
Yeah. Honestly, he's done really. He's always A to B usually.
Yeah.
Until he gets on a good surface, he wheelies. But this isn't going to be that. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think so. But
yeah, maybe not.
But no, we've seen that car 60 foot good.
It's ran pretty good a few times. So maybe he would be one that I didn't think about before. But if I needed somebody,
man, there's some gangsters I'd love to throw on my list that have sold their cars or changed their cars to ways they shouldn't have for this type of racing. Like Brandon Shannon, honestly, I'd love to see the truck on there with the old setup.
Yeah,
that was a bad motherfucker when it was out. Turbo John's old setup. I love you, John. This big block, you're struggling with it right now. We gotta find out what's going on.
Yeah, I thought about Turbo John, and I thought about just saying I'll put him on my list if he brings me his car for like today. Until then,
he'll bring it to you, and then he's on the way right now. I'm telling you.
And then when he gets it back, I'm just putting it back like he's not allowed to look at anything.
Tune-ups are locked.
Now, not saying that he can't do the same stuff I can. Yeah. I just watch his car run, and I see stuff that might not work, but I see stuff that I would do, and who knows? It might be worse than how he's got it going. Yeah. But it's coming around.
Because, I mean, honestly, when I ran him the other time at Piedmont, like, it was with me at the 60-foot.
Yeah.
And usually I would feel like he wouldn't be there at the 60-foot and he'd be there later on.
Yeah.
So he's having issues through the middle right now.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and I think some bar changes, which I think he just did some bar changes. So
that's a bar changing motherfucker right there.
I bet he's got them 4-link brackets wore out. He's gonna have to change them by the end of the season.
You can't remember what hole you were in because they all look like they worn.
Yeah. So,
but even like
the Prestons, I mean, you know,
people of that caliber.
Yeah, like if which he said that he wasn't even interested in the race, so that's why I didn't even consider him for my list. But if he was down to come to the race, he would put in the work to figure it out, and he would be a contender.
Yeah, 100%.
As long as they don't bring that damn Mama car, that thing's in the way. Mama is in the way.
I'm trying to think of other people I've seen one on the list. Like I've seen Kendall.
Yeah.
I like Kendall. If this was a few years ago, Kendall for sure.
Yeah, 3 years ago, Kendall nitrous combo.
Yeah,
you're in there, buddy.
I ain't really seen him race the blower combo much at all.
I think he's done some testing.
Yeah, I mean he was definitely up there in the killer status a couple years ago.
Yeah, I talked to him on Facebook, and he sent me a video of him testing the car, and it looked like it made a lick. I think it got into a wheelie, but on the street. So.
Okay.
But then it goes back to you gotta feel like the person can make the rounds, and he's had some problems, and you don't want to put somebody on your list that isn't sorted out yet.
Yeah. So. We ain't seen him travel out here in a long time now. So if he gets it sorted out and he travels here, we'll know he's got it dialed in.
We'll find out.
Yeah. So not a bad list though. There's a lot of people on Joey's list I don't know of at all. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of street racers on there, Texas style people. And the roads there are good. They're flat. I mean, we're going to what looks like a pretty bumpy surface, which I hate, but we're very familiar with. Because, I mean, North Carolina is like the only state around that has 2 or 3 backsides that are actually smooth. Like Ohio, Kentucky, everywhere, Tennessee, everywhere else, very, very bumpy backsides. Mississippi, and you really got to know to manage those.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to see some cars wheels up, 330 finish line, rear-wheel drive guys,
Yeah. Well, maybe some all-wheel drive guys with these butt-hurt bars. And
they got wings too.
Like,
yeah. We don't know what to expect out of the rear-wheel drive guys.
They better show me something, because I'm gonna be talking shit. I'm looking at this race. I mean, I'm going to win, but this race,
you're gonna have some fun with it.
It's gonna be fun. I think
you're gonna have some video
I think we're
gonna
go down. We're gonna leave basically straight from Dig or Die. Head down there and spend the week.
Yep.
And they better hope we can't get on that track and test.
I just wait to post this video? I'm going to post it like the week of. While we're down there testing.
Cleetus is testing, so.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Why can't we?
That's why.
So.
I mean, you messaged Vic.
Yeah. No reply.
Yeah, we're going to Facebook call him next time.
Left me on red.
He's probably had a pro mod race going on, honestly.
Yeah, like he's got some important shit going
on.
Whatever.
Doesn't know Jarrett Bradshaw.
Whatever, Victor. Never heard of him.
It'll be a good time. I mean, hell, I really won't be surprised.
If Bobby wants to bring a car down there,
he's got a backside car,
and the track will let him, I'll drive right all over that motherfucker before the race, or after,
or in the road,
in between, or in the road.
Yeah, we'll be down there.
We think about the race in general, like the no liquid burnout thing. Like,
I don't understand it. Unless they're racing from the front side like that same day or something. Like I don't get the.
Do you think if you think it's a track thing, they don't want they don't want to mess up the asphalt, or do you think it's
trying to like suck the rear-wheel drive guys out of a win?
A little disadvantage.
I don't know, man. I don't know where Vic's head at. I mean, it's a super nice track, but I've never seen any weird rules like that.
Yeah, it's not you like Rockingham and the 710 and a few other places put in the concrete pads for it. But
Vic's got, come on, and Cleetus, put in the money. And we need to have concrete box.
2 foot by whatever the width of the racing surface is, concrete box.
Yeah, it's that easy. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
That is weird though.
I think that's what it's probably got to be. Is they just don't want it to dig in, and it wouldn't even do it in one race for sure. I mean, it takes these surfaces a lot of burnouts.
I agree.
To start kind of sinking and digging in.
Especially if they plan on digging it up and putting concrete there, then just go ahead and let us do it.
But with it right there by the quarter mile, like right after the quarter mile.
Oh, that is.
I mean, I guess they're probably.
It's not like Rockingham where it's like at the.
You're already slowed down if you're making a pass.
That is true.
So it's. Yeah. I mean, I don't know exactly where the quarter mile stripe is, but it's right off of the racing surface, still racing towards the shutdown of the track.
Yeah.
So.
I think we'll got some testing to do. So things to try, things to do, and we'll see what works.
I mean, we've done some no burnout at all.
Yeah, we have done that. Yeah,
so
100%
on a lot worse surfaces. So I think we'll figure it out. I don't think it's going to hurt us.
No,
we'll overcome. Now, some of the other guys, I hope their mind's in the right place too, and they're trying some stuff.
Yeah.
And I hope the guys that are used to concrete find somewhere to test.
It
is a night and day difference.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I think a lot of them are running numbers on concrete that
they should be running on asphalt too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the surface, texture wise, I mean, I don't know when Bradenton was repaved. It's a nice track. I don't expect it to be like Dig or Die or Darlington or anything like that, but.
No, I'm comparing it to. I think it's going to be a lot like Brainerd, that BMP races.
Yeah.
Did you ever? Have you ran there?
Yeah, I suck.
Yeah.
I made a good first round hit, honestly, and then I turned it up and that was it.
And I think overall it's going to be smoother. It's definitely going to be smoother than Brainerd because Brainerd's got some dips.
I think Florida does too. When I've seen Cleetus when he had the front suspension all the way loose on the damn truck on video, I was like, golly.
Yeah, I think it's got that one out probably around the 330, like what would be your 330 somewhere. Yeah. But Brainerd's got it's pretty rough. So
you think it's going to be like uncaged without the rubber, kind of like texture wise? That's kind of what I thought it might be like. Yeah,
uncaged. Like I said, Brainerd. And the reason I'm relating to Brainerd is because it's the same way. At Brainerd, you start right after the 8th mile. So even though it's not like prep before, when they drag it, they're still dragging to where you're starting and making the turn. So there's like a good base of rubber down. And from Cleetus's videos, it looks like that's how Bradenton is.
Yeah, we're starting. So, I don't know where we're starting at. We
now
really don't know.
Us a loop
if they're trying to be real dickheads, I swear, golly.
Yeah.
So, because I think we're already going to have some. I don't know if we're going to have shutdown issues or not yet. Mile an hour wise, it might be.
Yeah.
Cleetus, was he throwing the chute? I don't think he was throwing the chute in that truck.
I don't remember.
I don't think he was.
No, maybe not.
So maybe they got plenty of shutdowns.
It ran a decent mile per hour, so it should be good.
Yeah.
But we got 2 chutes if we need them.
Yeah, we do. Might damn shut the car back off, but
I might just throw 2 chutes on some of these all-wheel drive guys just for the hell of it.
Yeah. You taking any first round call outs if they call out?
I can't say that now. Because everything I think about the surface is just
we don't guess.
It's just like an educated guess, speculation, I guess. So until I get there and see it,
it's definitely smart on them to try. From an all-wheel drive standpoint, especially the ones that have been there.
Yeah,
100%. And they know the rear-wheel drive guys. There's a few of them that are definitely not good first rounders, but killer second rounders probably.
And the ones that have been there are the ones that we're gonna have to worry about anyway.
Yeah, 100%. It's just that
they were there at that last race, then
unless they're building more F-150s, which I wouldn't be surprised. You never know what those will pop up out of them.
Yeah, you never know, but I don't know. I don't really plan to take any call outs. I think strategically it would be better not to.
Unless we're going to start drawing on some of these rear-wheel drive guys. I damn sure talk to you.
Yeah,
You know?
but I don't know. I might. I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes I'm just feeling froggy. So.
Yeah, I mean, from a team aspect, I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, we'll help out with like tune-up wise and stuff. I'm not. This ain't a team race in that aspect.
Yeah, I don't want y'all to think we're gonna be sharing anything with you.
Yeah, I got a wrench if you need it, but that's about as
Yeah,
far
we
as
got
it's
some
gonna
tools,
get.
maybe some spare parts.
Yeah,
We'll high five.
yeah. Good job, guys.
Good job, but don't be trying to look at no laptops or draggies because you're on your own.
No new
Just
friends.
go, and that honestly, that screws people up more than anything. I think you gotta
Telling them
you gotta
numbers.
race your car how you know you can race it.
Oh yeah, if we tell you numbers, honestly, I feel like if we tell you what we're shooting for, we
Here's
might
the
mess you
thing.
up.
Let's just say we're gonna go there and run. Let's just say 6.0s because I'm not even gonna throw anything number out there. But if we can go run
We're
6.0s,
trying to run 6.0s?
yeah, 6.0s.
That fast?
Yeah, that's what I'm shooting for. But if whoever else could run 6.0s, they're going to be running 6.0s. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like you stand more chance of screwing somebody up by telling them if you're going a lot faster than them.
Oh yeah.
Because here's the thing: is if they're going 6.50s, that's their best effort at what they can run. It's not like they could just say, "Okay, I'm going to go run 6.0s." Now maybe they're misjudging what they could go, but still, you should be able to. Anybody that are on these lists should be able to look at their data and go, "Okay, there's more left here."
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't need us to tell you or anybody to tell you. Like if you run a 6.50 and your data is perfect, you know you should go faster.
Yeah.
So you should be going faster. So that's why, like over the last year or so, sometimes I'll tell some people what I've been, just because. I mean, certain people.
I was gonna say I feel like
not random people. No randoms. But I think most people have a decent idea.
Oh, people definitely have ideas.
So it's like
they've been close enough.
Yeah, I mean now, especially with videos and
Yeah.
people can figure it out. People have an idea, and at the end of the day, if somebody knows we're running a number, and they're not,
They're just gonna try and get there, and it's more likely to mess up.
more
doing
than
that.
likely to mess them up to do it.
Yeah.
Especially if they got to really make a big swing.
Yeah.
So if you're talking a couple thousandths or something, well, that's whatever. But
Yeah. When it's especially even a tenth is a lot to pick up.
tenth is a lot to pick up.
Yeah.
Unless you're just in left field.
Yeah. True that. Well, I guess we'll be at our next race. I don't know where it is or when it's going to be, but
Yeah, what is their plans?
I really don't know. If we go to
Mississippi?
Denver's.
Yeah.
That's about the only. Is the backside still Saturday, or did they move that shit to Friday?
I thought
gotta
they swapped it this year. I thought
really
it was
think they
Friday
did.
backside, Saturday front side.
I feel like they swapped it, but I'd have to go check.
Yeah.
So that might be where we're at next.
Maybe. If Bobby Cody shows up, my foot in your ass. Honestly, I would try him on the front side there too.
I'm trying to think.
That's more of his game, but
that's a sketchy front side.
it's a sketchier
too.
front side.
Yeah,
I think I'd
that'd be a
drive off
fun
in his
one.
ass from both ways.
Yeah.
So
Shoot.
maybe if he hears about us and sees this, he'll feel froggy.
He'll probably
show
get
up.
tagged.
I hope
He'll
he does
probably
get
get
tagged.
tagged.
Somebody should share the video with him.
And I didn't personally see Bobby as getting mad at all that. He's usually the goofy guy that I think would take that shit.
And maybe he wasn't really mad.
Yeah.
He just.
He may
But
have-
he's kind of a shit talker, so he was
100%.
just probably talking shit. But he did say he wanted to fight Joey, so
Yeah.
which is kind of gay.
Yeah.
I mean, fight over your buddy not getting picked. It's like, what are you in middle school and you didn't get picked for fucking dodgeball? Like, I mean, come on. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we ain't here to fight. We're here to race.
Yeah.
I'm a little guy. I got to race. I damn straight fighting. A bunch of big guys racing.
That's whatever. I'm too old to fight, but
Yeah.
it happens sometimes.
Yeah. No doubt. Well, I guess we'll see how this plays out. We'll catch y'all on the next one, man.